Alright, Shalom Amakim. Before I get started with the lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Arakakwadash, and of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and elders that rule well at Great Millstone. And also, Shalom to all you sincere Akim that are preaching this word in all truth and in sincerity. So what you see here is Amazon is coming out with a new way to pay for goods. All right, and this new way to pay for goods is similar to how people are going to be paying for goods, for services to be identified when they push the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. Okay, this technology that they're using here is that same technology. Okay, it's biometrics. All right, which uses part of your body that can only be identified towards one person to do things. Okay, whether it's opening doors, whether it's buying goods, whether it's being identified, okay, all manner of things, all sorts of things. All right, so I'm gonna read it. It says, meet Amazon One, the fast, convenient, and that's a major way they're gonna push people into being manipulated into receiving the mark of the beast. Okay, because they're going to say, you know what, it's very convenient. Okay, it's convenient. All right, they started putting microchips in people to track them. Why is that? Because it's convenient. Okay. You put a chip in your animal, your pet, your dog, your cat, your bird. It runs away, flies away, whatever. Well, they can track it with that technology, man. You know, you got people that get these chips, so they don't got to carry around car keys. Why? Because it's convenient. Okay. People got their money, their Bitcoin, their fucking Google Pay, Amazon Pay, all in a microchip, which is stored in their hand. There's all types of things that people are doing with these microchips, man. And that is the mark of the beast. It says contactless identity service that uses your palm. Just hover to enter, identify, and pay. It says contactless identity. What's going on right now with this whole COVID scare? Okay, they don't want people to make contact with one another. They don't want you coming in the proximity of 6 feet of one another. Okay, so this technology is going to be used upon the minds of you manipulated so-called Americans. Okay, and not just you so-called Americans, but the world. Now, the way this is all trending down, it's not far-fetched that it's going to happen with you so-called Americans, man. Okay, because you so-called Americans are the biggest consumers. Right? And they're going to do it with convenience of shopping. Okay? So I'm going to get this first scripture in the book of Revelation, chapter 18. All right? Let's see. It says Revelation 18:9. It says, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her torment burning. Ultimately, America is going to be destroyed. Okay, during the cusp of World War III. Now that's going to take place because of all the wickedness that is pushed out of this place, man. This is Babylon the Great. Okay, you can't find America in the scriptures. All right. It's a secret, and this place is known as Babylon the Great. Mystery Babylon the Great. And all these nations, they've committed fornication with America. Because America pushes, what would you call, alternative lifestyles, which is wickedness. Such as being a homosexual, a lesbian, a transsexual, okay, being in the witchcraft, sorcery, murder. Just like me and the brother, we were talking about that nigga 21 Savage. And I didn't know this until recently, maybe a month, 2 months ago. That nigga's not even from America. That nigga's from I believe London. Okay, he's from somewhere in Europe where you can't even roam around with guns. You can't even purchase guns. Okay, just like as easy as you can here in America. And here it is, you got 21 Savage talking about smoking niggas and all kinds of, bug out shit that you can't even do in Europe. You can't even access a gun legally unless you go through like some all types of backgrounds and extended, identity background checks and all that stuff. But why? Because these other nations, okay, they committed fornication. These other countries, they committed fornication with America. And America pushes that rape, rob, and murder spirit. It pushes homosexuality, witchcraft, bestiality. Okay? It says, and live deliciously with her. These nations are living deliciously with America because America gives them license, and America purchases their goods, sells them goods, comes to their aid in time of war. Okay? Various things. It says, shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. And when you read verse 12 and on, it tells you different sources of different types of merchandise. Because here in America, here in Babylon, you could buy anything. Okay, you could go on the internet and you could, if you need a wife, you can buy a wife. Have her ass shipped here from a different country. If you got enough money, you could own slaves here in Babylon, here in America. Okay, so this is that big consumer country, and that's why it's going to be convenient to push this. Okay, look at this. Look at it. It says convenience powered by you. It says we created Amazon One to put the power in your hands and help you move seamlessly through your day. Convenience, man. Convenience. This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And the image of the beast is that old Roman system, okay, that's coming back. All right, that old Roman system, and it came back as America. Back in ancient Rome, you had the I believe you had the plebeians and the patricians, okay, which were your political parties, and now you have Republicans and Democrats. It's all the same system, just with different names. Okay. So that image is being pushed right now. And part of its religion, part of its existence is based upon homosexuality, is based upon religion, is based upon a fiat currency. Okay. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And if you look at this person is paying with the motion of their hand. Now, of course, Amazon Prime is going to work solely upon, biometrics as far as reading your fingerprint. Okay, and other things. They might have it to where it reads your eyeball, your I don't know what you call it, but the way your eyeball has all them veins and whatnot. Because if you look at everybody's fingerprints, everybody's handprints, okay, they might look similar, but nobody has the same. Okay, so they're going to use that to identify people. I remember when I was young, and I went to a parade with my mother, and at the parade with my mother, my mom had me go to like a I don't know if it was a police station or whatnot, but they were fingerprinting me as a child, and they do it so in case you get lost. So in case you get lost, you get kidnapped, somebody steals you for like 10 years, all they have to do is check your fingerprints. Because your fingerprints don't change. Okay? Just like with these felons. They take their fingerprints. That way, if there's ever a unsolved crime, well, they can just check all the prints and link it back to that person. Okay? But it's all for convenience sake. Okay? Right here it said, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Which that mark is going to be a microchip, man. It's going to be a microchip. Okay? Whether it's an encapsulated little microchip, or it's a actual, like a actual, the one that looks like just a little film strip. But it's actually going to be a microchip, man. And they're going to cause everybody that wants to partake in this New World Order in their system is going to have to receive that. Okay? It says, and no man might buy or sell. See? So you see the convenience, man. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you're not going to be able to buy, sell, trade, unless you actually have that source. Because money is about to be done away with, man. You see the dollar going up and down in value, because the dollar is funny money. They say it's based on gold, but no, it ain't. Because during the Great Depression, they removed the gold standard. So it's just funny money. It's just debt. It's just digital numbers, zeros and ones. And they're going to bring that into fruition. They're going to bring that fully alive with this chip. Okay? So you ain't going to be able to buy or sell. You ain't going to be able to go anywhere unless you have that chip, man. Unless you have that mark of the beast. This is Revelation 14:8. It says, and there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city. See, America is one big great city. One big fucking cesspool. It said, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Yeah, the funny money, the homosexuality, bestiality. Okay, the rape, robbery, and murder spirit. Okay, because Esau pushes the image on the world that it's okay to be a thug. It's okay to be a criminal. Okay, Esau here in America. That's why you got Jake, our people, bugged out, slaughtering one another. You got niggas in other countries looking at the image of America, what other Jakes are doing, and they're participating in that. They want to join the fun. They want to be Crips and Bloods and fucking Latin Kings and all kinds of other gangs out there in other parts of the world. Okay. Why is that? Because they drank the wine. They drank the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Okay. It said because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Fornication is something spiritually wicked, something physically wicked. All right. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, so if you love this world, this society, the way it's ran, the way it's governed, the way it's promoted to live here, okay, and receive his mark, the chip, in his forehead or in his hand. Revelation 13 said in your right hand, but this one says in his hand. And you see this person paying with their left hand. So it really doesn't matter where you get it in your body. All right, if you get it, if you receive it, you could be smart. Oh, I got it in my earlobe. No, man, if you receive that mark, it says the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, Ma'ashem Yahushai, which is poured out without mixture, into the cup of his indignation, which is righteous anger. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right. So if you take that chip, if you love this system, okay, ultimately you're going to be destroyed in nuclear fire. Okay, because this system is going to end during World War III. World War III, they're going to shoot nukes on each other. Okay, these different countries. It's primarily going to be America getting shot on, man. All these nations are going to shoot their missiles on America, and let's prove that. Okay. Okay, so this is Jeremiah 50 and 12. It says, your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. So when it's going into, in verse 12, it says your mother is talking to America about its mother, which is Britain. Okay, America was birthed from Britain. They broke away. Yeah, the so-called pilgrims, okay, the 13 colonies, and they broke away from Britain. All right, that's their mother. Okay, it says because of the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. So this place is going to be wholly desolate. From New York to San Diego, from New York to Mexico, from Florida to Canada. Okay, to the border. All right. It says, everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Because this place is going to get jacked up with numerous amounts of plagues before the cherry on top, which the cherry on top is going to be these missiles, man. That's going to be the cherry on top. And when you look up the name or the word Babylon in the Hebrew, which I'm about to do right now, all right, here's the word Babylon in the Hebrew. It's Babal, and it means confusion. Babal, it means confusion, because what's promoted here in this society is nothing but confusion. Okay, you got a numerous homeless population, and they'll say, well, you just work hard and eventually you'll get a home. Just work hard and eventually you'll succeed. But that ain't fucking true. Okay. Or they'll say you have to accept homosexuals and lesbians, when that's an adverse way of life. That doesn't bring about life. It brings death, brings disease. But here that's pushed. Here you can legally and freely have a sex change, and the government will pay for it. But if you're dying of cancer, you break a leg, they charge you for that shit. You break a leg, your leg gets decapitated. Well, they'll charge you to go seek medical attention. But to add a penis, add titties, they'll pay for that, man. Okay. This is verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she has sinned against Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So there it is. It says all these nations that have nuclear or ICBM capability to shoot all your arrows when the time is right upon this place, man. And America is prophesied to be hit with ICBMs, with intercontinental ballistic missiles, in which a lot of those missiles are going to be nuclear equipped. Okay, some of them are going to have bioweapons on them. Okay, but a lot of them are going to be nuclear. All right, so that was just a quick lesson on this chip. Okay, because it is coming. It is coming. So I'm going to read this again, Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. So it doesn't matter where you get that chip, man, the mark of the beast. If you receive it, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Okay, which means that the Lord, he isn't going to just give you a swift death. Okay, if you receive that chip, you are going to literally be swimming in a lake of fire. You are going to die a gruesome, grievous death. And it's not going to be swift. It's going to be painful. It's going to be full of torment. Why? Because you received the chip. You worshipped Satan and his system. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Arakakodash, and of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and elders that rule well at Great Millstone, and also sincere shalom to all you Akim out there preaching this word in all truth and sincerity. Till next time, I say shalom.